notary educator, Coach Kimmi in the house. What's up, people? Yes, we are just out and about, not actually notary streets. If we get a call, we'll go. I just got a call. I thought it was something notary related, and it wasn't. So anyway, I thought I would hop on a little bit and talk about some different ways that you can make money as a notary. Some of the things that I do, because some people say, well, how are you able to do this business full time, you and your husband? What are you doing? How does it all add up? So I wanted to give you a little backdrop, and it's not just me and my husband. We have a full-blown community, Notary Business Success, and many of them are actually starting their businesses. Most of them are doing it full part-time. Most are part-time, but we do have a couple people that are actually full-time. Hey everybody, welcome. Hey Miss D, how are you? Yeah, so the ones of us that do it full-time, I'm going to tell you what that looks like. A typical day, how much money that could look like. On average, we do about maybe 2 to 3 different types of jobs. So let me go down the list of the different things you can do to make money. All of the things I'm going to list for you are actually, we train on it in our Notary Business Success community. Hey Lori W, how are you? Notary fam in the house. So yeah, so some of the different things, and again, you don't have to do all of these things, because some people say, well, Kimmi, I don't want to do loan signing. So I'm going to tell you what I do and why I do it. Okay, the first thing I do is general notary work. General notary work. That consists of going to nursing homes, hospitals, jails, the general public. It may be right around the block. Hey Lisa. General notary may be notarizing just a simple school note. Somebody has to get in the school and they're living with their grandparents, and now the school wants an affidavit signed saying that, hey, who's the owner of this property? They want to make sure you live in the school district. So we get a lot of that at school time. Another common document that we get during the school time, school season, is immunization. Some parents do not want their children to be immunized, so they have to sign a form stating why. Sometimes it's religious, sometimes it's health, so whatever reason, they got to sign a form. Hey guys, welcome. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe and like and all that good stuff. So that's one thing that we do all day. Common fee that I receive on those documents, for me to leave my home, I do not leave my home normally under $50, okay? I do not. Somebody else might. I typically do not leave my home under 50. If they come to me, that's looking like 25 for one. You know, just depends. To travel to a nursing home, typically 100 plus, okay? Hospitals, settings like that. It costs more because it just takes more time, more energy, okay? Next thing I do is loan signing. Now, some people may say, like I said earlier, they don't want to do loan signings. That's okay. You don't have to. I do everything because, again, I want to get my money. So loans, for me, a typical day, what I like to do most of are loan modifications. If I see a loan mod, I'm all over that because it's really easy. Like 2 to 3 notarizations. You still need to know what you're doing, so don't figure, well, let me go get that because Kimmi said it's easy without being trained, okay? So, so I do a lot of loan modifications. My other favorite loan signing job to do is a seller's package. A seller's package. Those tend to be about 30 to 40 pages, really quick, easy peasy too, okay? Next package of my favorite, if I had to put them in order, would be a buyer's package. Again, pretty simple. Even though buyer's packages tend to have more documents in it than a seller's package, okay? So I'm listing them in my favorite. And my least favorite to do, I do refis too. Refis kind of depend on the client. If you got a talker, the refi might keep you there all day. They'll try to anyway. And it's just more documents that need to be handled. So that's not my favorite, but I'll do it for the right amount of money, okay? And one other job I didn't add under general notary is serving as a witness. You can just be a witness for people. Now, you can't make full-time money as a witness, okay? You can make some decent side money, though, because my sister has served as a witness for me. I've served as a witness for different people several times. So you can make some money, but it ain't going to be enough to pay your mortgage. Just serving as a witness, right? You're not going to quit your full-time job just to be a witness. Okay, my next thing that I do, my favorite love-hate relationship is apostilles. I love apostilles because I love the money. I did one yesterday. It was $225. Now, it was $225 because I had to do a document also. She had a document that needed to be altered a little bit, not redone completely, just changed out. So it was a document that her husband had previously signed for himself, a power of attorney, but then she needed one for herself. So we had to change some of the words on it. And you may say, well, Coach Kimmi, I thought we don't prepare documents. You may not, okay, in your business, you may not have the expertise. Some things I do have a little bit more expertise in because I've been doing documents and I used to work at the bank and I just know papers, okay? I'm very good at maneuvering documents and anything with it, really. So, and I have a bond in the state of Georgia that allows me to do some additional documents, okay? Immigration stuff. So, what I may do, again, I don't tell you to do it, okay? In your business. And some things you may do in your business, I'm not doing it. Like, I have zero interest in immigration. I'm an immigration specialist also. Man, that house looks so pretty. Did you see that? It's a house that, well, an area, I don't know if it was a home there or not, or they just built that house. But it was actually beautiful. Oh, Jeffrey is in the car. You want to say hi?
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Good to see y'all this, what day is it?
Saturday.
2 o'clock, 2:30.
Saturday at 2:30. So anyway, I was saying I'm an immigration specialist. So I am an immigration specialist. You don't hear me talk a lot about it because for me, I'm just not interested. I'm just not. Immigration, it can take 18 to 24 months. And then with this climate that we're in right now, with immigration, you take that person from the beginning of the process to the end of the process. I like quick money. You hear me say that all the time. I ain't trying to work with you on one piece of paper till you become a citizen. I'm not trying to do that. So for me and my business, I don't do it. Now I have the knowledge, and the NNA does have a course. I pay more money for my course, and I don't think I would have understood the NNA's course if I hadn't taken the more expensive course. Now, if I had one business decision that I regretted, and I'm using regret very loosely because I still have the knowledge, and if I ever wanted to get into it, I could do it tomorrow. That's why they say knowledge is powerful, right? I have the knowledge, so if I wanted to get into immigration, I could, okay? If your girl needed to. I choose not to. That's why I don't talk about it. I don't teach it. And it's not a quick return on your investment for most people. I really like to give you things that you can make money immediately. So apostilles is my next one that I love hate. And I say love hate because I had one the other day. Do you feel like telling them about what happened with that call, that apostille call, with all them questions? You feel like telling them?
I forgot, didn't I?
Remember, and I asked all them questions, and he was like, she ain't gonna do that.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna let Jeffrey tell y'all. Hold on.
Yeah, it was multiple.
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna let Jeffrey tell y'all.
Yeah, I can tell when she's not gonna take a job.
Hold on, wait. I gotta get the camera on you.
Oh, okay. I can tell when she's not gonna take a job.
Speak up a little.
She's talking to the client, and he said he needs an apostille, and it's got to go here, and it's got to come from there, and it's like 3 or 4 different steps just for one document. And then she was, asking about like the 3rd question. I'm like, she's not going to do that. And then she said, well, I got somebody else that can do it. Hold on a minute. So I knew she wasn't going to do it. So it's got to be like a 2-step type of process. After step 2, it's downhill from there. So you can forget that. She's passing it on to somebody. Yeah.
That's so funny, and he is not lying, y'all. Hey, Abdul, how you doing, honey? Welcome. So Jeffrey is right. If I get an apostille request, because I call them like level 1, level 2, level 3. Once we go past level 2, your girl probably not gonna do it. So what I do, though, I have a couple people that I will refer it out to, because again, I like quick money. So I'd rather give it to somebody else. If they gotta send the birth certificate to California, the marriage certificate came from Hawaii, and all that, I ain't got time for all that. I don't, because I do a lot of businesses, right? But what I will do is refer it out and then say, hey, can you give me some money back on the back end if you close the deal. So apostilles is my 3rd service. My 4th service is going to be field inspection. So again, everything I'm talking about is covered in the Notary Business Success Program. You too can add all these different services, or you don't have to. It's completely up to you. But field inspection. So what does that look like? I may go out and be asked to check the VIN number of a vehicle. I had one of those about a month ago, but I didn't film that. I didn't film that one. But anyway, go out. Amen. Lonnie says, amen, I mean no harm. Hi, amen, I mean no harm. Not sure what you mean, Lonnie, but hello. Welcome, welcome.
Turn left onto Southland Drive.
So the next thing is field inspections. This is my number 4. Number 4 is field inspection. So number 4, let's see. Mrs. D says, what is the best success training tier to start with, Kimmy? I'm planning to join soon. Mrs. D, it's going to be completely up to you. I really recommend people just go all in because they start at the 27, and there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you want to start to, get in the program. But I find most people, they really want to end up getting 47 because they want to be part of the group chat. They want to know about the field inspection. I just released a mystery shopping course. I don't know if you guys saw that yesterday. I just released a mystery shopping course. I'm going to do a whole video on mystery shopping. But I just released a video yesterday. So for those watching today, because it's Saturday, I'm going to do something special. Every time I'm on here, I'm going to give y'all, well, I shouldn't say every time, but today I'm going to give y'all a special. Use coupon code Friday. Coupon code Friday, even though it's Saturday, for 70% off my new, all the courses today. I'm going to do that. 70% off all courses today. Self-paced, not the mentorship. Okay, 70% off all courses. Coupon code is Friday, even though it's Saturday. Okay, so I would recommend go ahead with the 47. Again, if you just want to taste it and see what it's like, do the 27. You can always upgrade later. Okay, you can always upgrade, or you would have to just have the 27. Other courses are not included in the 27, but the 27 includes all of your core. Get started like a pro. It includes the pricing course, pricing/marketing. Now there's 2 marketing courses. That one has a little bit of marketing in it. Build your business, okay? And you still get to come to the weekly sessions, and that's where all the gems are happening. The weekly session and the live chat. The live chat runs 7 days a week, unlike other programs. We run 7 days a week. If you need something, in your business, if you have an assignment, and that's also included in the $47. The chat is actually ran by the community. I'm in the chat, and I'm really there to really help you if you have an assignment, because I want to make sure your assignments are flawless. So if you got a job, and that's when you could call me, not call me, I'm sorry, but you put it in our group chat, and I will help you. If I have to call you, I will. Okay. Yes, it's 47 monthly. Let me get I saw Shelly. Hey Shelly, what's up, girl? Oh wow, this view is so beautiful. I have to show y'all. Hold on. Look at how beautiful it is over here. Look at how beautiful it is. Wow, these people are really living. These people are really living. I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story. Y'all see the pond? Look at this place. I mean, absolutely beautiful. These homes are gorgeous. Look at this. These homes are gorgeous. Let me tell y'all a little story about this area. So when we first moved to Georgia, we both come from where people lived in homes. That wasn't nothing new for us. But let me show y'all these houses again. Hold on. Let me show y'all. Beautiful. Look at this. Look at this neighborhood. And I'm gonna tell y'all a couple stories. Remind me really quick to tell you when I come to a house like this after I done underpriced it. Look at this house. Look at this neighborhood. Beautiful. Okay. So when we first moved here, it was a man cutting his grass, right? And me and Jeffrey was like, oh, he must work there, right? Because we weren't accustomed to these kind of homes. And it's funny, when I first moved to Atlanta, I used to tell my friends when I would go back, they like, oh, they looking like the Housewives or something, you know, like one of them big TV shows. I'm like, no, I don't live like that. But Atlanta is really nice. So anyway, these homes are gorgeous. So anyway, we saw this man cutting his yard. So me and Jeffrey was like, oh, everybody got their little golf carts out here. Look at this. These people are living. You hear me? She said just knock on the door. I can walk with you. I don't want to take my camera though. Well, let me let you go, and then.
What's the lady's name?
I don't know. He's expecting you.
What are you picking up?
2 things. So anyway, we thought he worked there, right? So we thought he was cutting the grass. And we was like, oh no, that's his house. These people ball. Do you hear me? These people ball. I don't ball, but these people ball, okay? So now I'm gonna tell you my other little story. So sometimes, and this used to happen with Angela, our other trainer that used to be with us, I would quote a job at like $25 or $30. This is when I first kind of started. Even 40 or 50. And she pull up, she like, Kim, they got 5 Mercedes Benz. Hold on, because I don't want Jeff to get shot. I don't know if y'all saw what happened. Hello, how you doing? I don't know if y'all saw this cleaning lady got shot the other day going to the wrong address. So I want to make sure he know he is not by himself. I'm standing right here. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry, this is live. Hold on. Hello. Thank you. I'm good. How are you today? Always got to be professional, y'all. I had to pick up something. Thank you. Bye-bye. Gotta protect my big daddy, y'all. Gotta protect my big daddy, because this lady got shot the other day just knocking on somebody's door. And I think they were expecting me to come, but since I was live, I didn't want to, you know, get out with my camera going to their house. So I'm like, let me get out so he can see me. You know what happened with that? This child, somebody had to give me to pick up something for them. I'm looking like, this what they had me go through all this shit. I wanted to make sure. Yeah. I wanted to make sure he knew I was out here. You know how that lady got shot the other day?
Yeah, I know. I ain't trying to get shot.
So, I don't be playing about Jeffrey, y'all. Not if I got something to do with it. Okay. All right, let's see. Yeah, I feel bad for what happened too. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. I'm in the $47. Is it this is monthly? Yes, I talked about that. Love it. Okay, Shelly is saying, yeah. Yes, we really have to be careful now. That is so sad. Yes, girl. The lady knocked on the wrong house, and her husband saw it because she fell back in his arms or something after she got shot. He said he didn't know that she had gotten shot. To the right.
I know. Let me just drive back here.
This neighborhood, I showed, guys, this place is so beautiful.
We haven't been over here.
So anyway, so yeah, so Lori says, I hear you, Kimmy. You have to do what you have to do. Yeah, sorry about that, y'all, because I just wanted him to know he's not by himself. He's not trying to do nothing in y'all neighborhood, because people are crazy. And this is a couple more tips for y'all. Y'all know I always got some tips. One day I talked about going to the wrong address. That happened to us before. So can you imagine? And it was nighttime. So after that, I started carrying this flashlight. But it wouldn't have helped us anyway. I was looking for the flashlight. It wouldn't have helped us anyway. What's wrong? It wouldn't have helped us anyway because the number wasn't on the mailbox. You remember that house? Mm-hmm. And it was dark. I was trying to show y'all a little flashlight. I don't see it right now, but we do have a flashlight. What?
Are we going in circles?
No, we not.
Yes, we is. We just passed out.
That's the house?
Yeah.
Oh, some of these streets make a circle. So that happened to us a few weeks ago too. We went to the wrong house, and thank God the people wasn't there. It didn't look like they were there, so we called the son because we were going to do a loan mod, and we called the son and we let him know, hey, is this street called Circle? No, it's called Drive. We called the son and told him we was outside his parents' house, and he was like, my mom got a red truck. So I'm looking. If you got any questions, guys, go ahead and drop them for me, okay? But I said, we're looking for a red truck, and he was like, oh no, my mom don't have he told me his mom does have a red truck. And I said, well, there's not a red truck in the drive. I said, maybe they're gone. So we were at the wrong house. It was actually 2 doors down, and these people never did. We went to this house twice, so I'm grateful. They got 4 freaking air conditioning units. Their house. 4 air conditioning units, guys. 4. I'm complaining about my 1. Now that's something I do enjoy being out here, is just looking at the houses. When my mom was alive, it pains me when I say stuff like that. She would love looking at the different properties. That's one thing she loved about doing the business with me, is we ride around and go to these different houses and we go in and try not to be nosy, you know what I'm saying? But I'm inside, I'm like, dang, this house is sharp. They got 3 air conditioning units. They got 3. Now, I'm not envious of any of that, because to me that just means more bills. Your girl like peace. Everything I do, what I do, guys, how do we run notary educators and how do we teach you about this business? It's not complicated. That's how I live my life. I don't do complications. Never have. If it's too complicated, I'm gonna back out of it. I don't even want nothing to do with it. I don't want nothing to do with it. Now, that may be, some people may think that's weak, I don't know, but I don't want nothing to do with it. If it's too complicated, you can have it. We got a couple comments here. Lori says, sometimes I'll make it a point to call the person when I'm outside, just to let them know that I'm there, and to check where they would like me to park. This is the location check. I love that. Lori W. Lori taught our customer service class a few weeks ago in the mentorship program, and she was dropping gems. I might let you do another session, Lori, about some tips like that. And see, I love that, because I've been doing this thing for a long time, but you know how you forget, you start doing things your way, and then you hear another reminder from someone else. That's why I'm big on each one teach one. So I learned just as much as everybody else in the mentorship program. We all help each other, and that's an excellent tip in the future, because we usually try to do that, let them know we've arrived, and because we used to be really good about that, right, where they want us to park at, but we have gotten out of the habit. So thank you for that reminder, Lori. I appreciate it. Nicole says, hello, I'm planning on becoming a notary. Well, great, Nicole. I think it'll be a great business opportunity for you. What state are you in? Let me know what state you're in, and where are you in the process. How did you find out about the notary business? If you can tell just quickly, how did you find out about it? What state are you in? Okay. And do you want to focus on general notary or loan signing? What do you want to do? Ava says, hi. Ava says, hold on. Ava says, hi, Kimmi. I'm joining mentorship today. Sorry, I'm joining. Customer service is important. Yes, Ava. Yes. We'd love to have you. Great. Oh, Ava's in Florida. Yes. We got people in Florida. Now, we do have people in Florida. Somebody just joined in Florida, because I just told them the other day, remember on the live, I said, you're going to make a lot of money in Florida, because Florida being a notary is so cool, because guess what? You could be a wedding officiant and you don't even have to do anything special. See, for me to be a wedding officiant, I got to go through the universal life. I got to become an ordained minister. Well, not really. I could do it through my faith, actually, but for most people, you would have to become an ordained minister in order to become a wedding officiant. But in Florida, being a notary allows you to do that. In Florida also, you're not an attorney state like in Georgia, so I have a few more limitations than you do in Florida. So I mean, Florida is the best place to become a notary. I'm telling you, for real. Actually, all 50 states are great, because you just got to know what you're doing. I'm never going to say you can't make money in your state, because a lot of times when I talk to people, I got somebody in Nevada, and she thought, oh, well, I can't charge this. I can't do that. Your girl is making money. Shout out to Jasmine. Shout out Jasmine M. She be on here a lot, so I know she don't mind. But yeah, and actually we did a quick live call earlier. I did a live call. Sometimes I do like a pop-up live call within the group me, and we did that earlier, and she was on there, and somebody was watching some previous replays, because you get access to all the previous replays also in either mentorship you pick. You get access to the replays. And somebody was telling her, Jasmine, I have seen your progression. I have seen, and Lisa was on there this morning, and Lisa too. They said, I've seen some of the older videos, and you guys are really doing amazing. So yeah, is it gonna happen in 30 days? For most of you, no, it's not. But is it gonna happen within 90? Yes, if you do the work. Yes. Not even 90. Not even 90. I got somebody right now that I'm working with. I'm not gonna say too much, because I don't want to, put them on blast or put their business in the street. But it depends on you, okay? I could take 2 people and one of them gonna come in here and be about it. Before I know it, they like, Coach Kimmi, I got my website. Coach Kimmi, I got my cards. Coach Kimmi, I got my Google page. I got this. I'm like, okay, Shika, I see you. But then I got the next person, same information, same access, always a story, always a story. Well, this ain't working. I ain't getting no calls. This is space. So, you know, it's all up, ran with it, you know? That's why I love what I did with the mentorship program. I give you access to all the courses, all the information, and then I can come in here once you get a little bit. Now, he had that, he was going that way, wasn't he? You didn't see that? Okay, my signal was a little crazy right there. They're excited because they got their commission, though, and everything, and they're all excited, right? And then they start going out doing signings, and then they want to shoot me a DM. Hey, can I cash app you $10? Can you help me with a signing? I'm like, no, you cannot. I don't operate like that. I've had people do that before. Can I get you a coffee? Can I pick your brain? All that. No, either I'm going to teach you or not. Either you pregnant or you not. Don't take no signing and think I can help you after you took it and you don't know what you're doing. No. And I had a young lady one time, poor thing. She took a job and she reaches out to me. And this is when I was trying to help people on the slide a little bit before we started like a lot of training. And she took a job and I was like, okay, let me try to help her. And I told her eventually, I said, you know what? I think you should give the job back. I really do. So she kept the job. She got through it. And then she got it on Facebook and she's like, somebody told me I should have gave it back. But I did it, praise God and all that, right? Hey, I'm all about praise too. But I know you better not take no job and you don't know what you're doing. You don't know nothing about no acknowledgement or how to stamp that paper, what color ink you should be using, what size paper, how it should be printed, how many copies, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so while she was trying to kind of shade me in a way, like I did in spite of you, I'm glad you did. I'm happy for you, Mia Moore. But if you keep doing that, just kind of winging it, Russian roulette, what eventually happens? You're gonna get hurt. You know, I didn't even understand that game for the longest time. It's a terrible game. But anyway, but you don't want to do Russian roulette with your notary business either, okay? I'm going to just go for it and let's see what happens. Okay, let me get y'all comments. Oh, we got quite a few. Hold on. Nicole says she lives in Missouri. And that's an excellent comment, Ava, about the customer service piece too. Yes. I'm very strong about customer service. Very, very strong. And Lori's session was amazing. We had a whole session on customer service. And you may say, why you gotta have a customer service session? Because y'all needed it. And it was very informative. The people have loved it. So we're gonna do customer service again. I think we will. I gotta get my schedule together. So, and then I don't want to wear the people out. So I gotta really find out what people are willing to do, because it doesn't have to be talked about every week, but actually the group has so much experience in different things. So I've been trying to use them to teach. It's been amazing too, because that way you ain't got to just hear what Kimmi said. I like what Lori said, you know. So I'm gonna start back implementing that to check with my clients as I'm even arriving. Let them know, hey, I'm outside. Okay. Missouri. Okay, so Nicole, if you're not quite ready to join yet, we pray you are. Check out the book I wrote for your state. Every state has their own book, How to Start Your Notary Business. Okay, so how to start your notary business in Missouri. But I think you may sound like you're ready if you're really wanting to go next level, and that's investing in your mentorship. So check it out, notaryeducators.com. You got the $27 entry point or the $47. Okay, either one. Let's see. Ava's in Florida. We already talked about that. Shelly says she got signed up with signing order. Yes, Shelly. I think I saw that in the chat. Congratulations. Great. Because y'all was having some problems with some email issues. I saw that. Ava said that's why I need your expertise. Yeah, come on through, Ava. We got you, girl. #1 notary program. For real, for real. Martha, what's up? Martha's in mentorship. We got quite a few here today that's in mentorship. Nicole says, I live in Missouri. I learned that the stamp is $5. I'm concerned if I'll be able to make money with $5 per stamp. You got to know the game, Nicole. You got to know the game. You got to know how to play the game. You need to know your business. You need to know your craft, and you need to know your business. So yes, you can make money in Missouri. Missouri don't have that many regulations. No. The states with the strictest regulations, I think it's Arizona. But even Arizona can make money. That's why I say you got to know the game. If you can't do one service, Maryland is strict. Oh yeah, Maryland is strict. But Maryland still do loan signings. So you may can't do one thing, but you could do something else. So you got to know what you can do. You got to know the rules before you can play the game. Okay? You got to know the rules. That's why even in sports, before they let you out on the field, they give you the rule book. You get the handbook, right? You got to get your training. They don't let you just go out and just start playing football in the NFL. I'm sure they have a whole session. And I ain't worked for the NFL, but I can tell you how it probably goes. You get your offer equal to you getting your commission. Then they give you a rule book, handbook, because you got to know how to play by the rules. Then after that, they take you on the field and let's do some training. That would be your training with notary educators. Let's do this, people. And then you could be, do they have MVP in football? No. What they call the MVP in football? I know MVP is baseball. What they call the main?
I forgot.
Do football have a main player?
They have.
Well, he can talk me at a light. What they call the football man? They get the.
Now I'm upset. I forgot what.
What is the football? MVP is basketball.
Most valuable player. So they.
I know what it means, but
yeah,
what is
they have depending
what
on
is
the
football called?
Depending on the position that they're in, and the best
quarterback,
tight end, the best quarterback, stuff like that. So yeah. Same thing in baseball, same thing in basketball, things of that nature. So yeah. And when it comes to, we're talking about customer service, as far as training and things like that, my company that I worked before, I started off on the phones. I started off taking phone calls, and as I was listening to Kimmi talk, and the company that we were Truist, Navy Federal, Penn, something else. I forgot the other ones. It's several. It's a lot of the major companies, and depending on the company that was contracted with my company, like Chase was contracted. The company I worked with was Assurant. You had different openings that you had to use. You could have to learn how long that company wanted someone to be put on hold, things like that, and when you come back. And I started on the phones, like I mentioned before. The first year I was on the phone, and then the next year, and from that point on, I was in quality assurance. So at one point for a few years, I was actually monitoring the phone calls, where you see that here that when you call someplace for quality assurance, it's called be monitored. That's what I did. I monitored the phone calls, and at one point, the QA team, our team, we would go when they had new hires. We would go over the training with them as far as customer service after they had already been trained on how to maneuver. They had a separate training team, and they would call the quality assurance team to come in and say, this is reinforce what you had to do, what was expected, how to talk with a smile on your voice, on the phone, have a smile on your face, all of those different things. So training is important. So that's the reason why we have those trainings about customer service, because you may think it's okay, but we all come from different backgrounds, different perspectives, and so what one person might think is okay, another person may not. So you have to try to be neutral and recognize those things, because you're dealing with people. When you're doing as a notary, you're going to come across people from all different walks.
Tell him what happened the other day with I hate to cut his thought, y'all, but he felt kind of strongly about what happened the other day when we were looking for that and he smiled, he was nice, and the other person.
Oh yeah. Some work done, and right off the rip, he answered the phone, and we got his number, and we answered the phone, and he's talking like, he was like you halfway bothering him, like he was getting ready to eat, some fried chicken or something. He was just like, whatever, that's very nonchalant. So then we did another search and called another person, and he answers the phone. Oh, my name is so and so with such and such company. How can I help you? And they said, that's it. Because that's for me. Since I trained, from when I was on the reason why I was able to transfer over to quality assurance is because my scores was top. It was between me and this other young lady for months. We were battling back and forth at the end of the month, the quality assurance scores, because they marking you off. Did you do this? Did you do that? And we were battling back and forth for months with each other, and beating each other or losing to each other by tenths of a point. So I understand the importance of customer service, and so that's the reason why I got drafted in pretty much to monitor phone calls.